now listening to INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Thank you so much for joining us here on INCRadio United Kingdom. My name is Brother Chris Bawado, and I am joined by my lovely wife, Sister Cheryl Bawado. And we are going to be your host for today. How are you doing, Sister Cheryl?
Very well, thank you, Brother Chris. How are you?
I'm okay. It's been another busy day, another Sunday, and Sister Cheryl and I are here hosting on today's show.
It's a bit dark outside actually here in the UK. For those in London, I think you would understand. I can look out the window and it's a bit grey.
Daylight savings, isn't it? It is the 16th of December and we're very, very close towards the end of the year. So
if you're in the Philippines, it's now the 16th of December, but here in the UK, it's still Sunday, the 15th.
That's right. There you go.
Because they're about 8 hours ahead, so it's not Brother Chris's fault.
No, it's not mine. I'm almost there. You know, when you get close towards the end of the year, you know, as officers, myself and Sister Cheryl, we're super busy when it comes down to our duties and everything. So for myself, I can only speak for myself. Sometimes I lose track of the days and the times. No,
I mean, it goes around really fast, so that's okay. But although it's dark and dreary outside, I hope it's not dark and dreary here in our show. For those listening without visual aid, I hope that our voices are as upbeat as it is the sunshine.
Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so for those who are listening and are joining us online, do let us know specifically where you are watching or listening the show from. If you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you comment down below, type your name, type your locale, type your country. And later on in the show, we'll be able to have a look at who's been watching and listening, and then we'll be able to shout you out. So it's always nice when we see some international viewers and listeners join us on today's show. So do let us know. And don't forget to put your local congregation at the same time. And then, as I mentioned, later on in the show, we'll be able to shout you out.
Yes, so participate in the YouTube channel. I'm actually going to attempt to join it now, and hopefully that it hasn't, it's not going to make too much noise, and hopefully I can see some of your comments over there while Brother Chris is telling us our next topic. Oh, let's see.
Last time Sister Cheryl joined us, there was a load of technical difficulties. She didn't know how to work her mobile phone and turn down the volume. So hopefully she's been practicing.
Okay, here we are. Yes. Oh, I can see a few people already. So thank you for joining us. If you haven't already done so, and if you haven't already shared the link to any of your friends and family, all you have to do is go onto the YouTube at this moment in time and type in INCRadio. It doesn't even have to say UK. And you can see us over there. So at the moment, we can see various people. I'll just very quickly say hello to them before we get into today's topic, if that's all right.
Feel free.
Okay, brethren. So those who are watching us, so I am just going to list them very quickly. And if you are one of these people, please make sure that you join us in our conversation for today, which Brother Chris will tell us in a little bit what that topic will be. But if you are Sister Lani King, who is our super fan, who watches and joins us every week, and a very special hello to our brother Mark Falserena, who is our CFO coordinator here in the district. United Kingdom satellite, however, it is Britain South. So hello, Paul, to Carl Mark Falsereno, and hello to Sister Bona from my friend there in Eastbourne. Thank you very much for joining today. We had our general practice last week, and it was very nice to sit with her. So I promised her that I would say hello. So Sister Bona, hello. Thank you so much for joining in, and please make sure that you give us an insight about the topic that's coming up.
I want to do a special shout out to Sister Diodon Shirley. Good morning, Pop, to you. And thank you so much for joining us, because they are joining us from Petit Goave in Haiti. There you go.
Wow, that's nice and far. So thank you so much. And obviously, hello to brothers Jeff Santiago, who also tunes in time every Sunday for us. But before we go through all of the names shortly, hopefully that we're able to shout you out. I've already got Brother Michael Bautista here. Again, he is from the local congregation of Heathrow, and he has been watching us every week. So hello, Brother Michael, and thank you for tuning in.
And shout out to our district minister, Brother Harley. He's already online watching. Hope you're well, Pot, and to all the family. We shall see you soon, Pot. Okay, so we have a very, very interesting topic that we're going to be discussing with you all today for all you listeners and viewers. It is going to be discussing preparation for the year ahead. We are coming up towards the end of 2024. So reflecting back on the year, that's something that you should be looking at. You know, the highs, the lows, the tests, the trials that we've all experienced, the triumphs, the successes, and the various different challenges as individuals that we all generally face, right? How did you overcome them? What did you do? What did you succeed with? What were you tested with? All of those different experiences that we might have had throughout the year, they make us into the people that we are today. So a few things that we can actually maybe focus on. Career. How was your career for 2024? What are your goals for the upcoming year for 2025 when it comes down to your job? Whether you're a student, I know that our kids, Brother Josh and Sister Mia, Brother Josh has got a very, very important year ahead. He's going to be finishing his GCSEs, okay, which are very, very important exams for year 11 pupils. Sister Mia, she's in her final year of primary school, so she's also going to be tested. And in preparation for that, they've got their mock exams, which they've kind of started doing now. So revision and coursework and homework, that's all going to be ramped up in preparation for the upcoming exams in 2025. For the adults, for the young adults even, as well as for the mature adults, maybe you want to focus on traveling for 2025. Did you travel a lot for this year? What countries did you visit? What places did you visit? What locales did you visit? As members of church, we always make sure that we have to prioritize whenever we go on holiday to see whether or not there's a locale that we can attend whilst we're on holiday, because as members, it is our duty to ensure that we always attend the worship service. I know that's what we do as a family, isn't it, Sister Cheryl? Whenever we go on holiday, we always make sure that there is a worship service close by. Otherwise, we're not going to go there, isn't it? Because we never miss a worship service, right?
No.
That's it. So from a financial perspective, you know, as parents, as husband and wife, we have to look at our financial situation and make sure that we are managing that. That's Sister Cheryl's job. She just asked me for the money, you know. So, you know, these are all different areas of our individual lives that we need to focus on. And then I like this, personal growth, you see, whether it's from a mental perspective or a physical perspective. As a whole, we need to make sure that we are growing. Otherwise, we're just stagnant. And it's never good to be stagnant when it comes down to our own personal selves, you see. So what other things could you think of in preparation for the year ahead? Sister Cheryl, looking back at 2024, has it been a good year?
I think in general, Brother Chris, I think this year has gone extremely fast. And I think as a general rule of thumb, people say that if time flies, it means that you're having fun. Is that right? So I only really measure it on how fast time is going. If it's going very fast, then it means that there isn't anything that will drag you down or things that will make you too sad. Of course, we have our own bout of sadness and trials that come along the way. But I think personally, I could say 2024, just like a few other years, maybe some of the years kind of start rolling into one. I mean, I can't believe that it's going to be 2025. I mean, not to reveal our age, but I remember when 1999 was happening and that big, massive celebration all over the world, particularly in London, where we were holding that kind of city fireworks to welcome the year 2000. And I cannot believe that that's 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So again, not to reveal our age too much, 25 years ago sounds like a long time ago, but it really isn't. So if time is moving fast, it means it's either one, you're getting old quicker, or it just means that you're having fun. And I think for 2024, with regards to the points that you mentioned that we're going to go through, dissect hopefully one by one, with the help of our listeners and viewers here on the live comments. So hopefully that you too could share with us your experiences in 2024. With regards to career, your question, Brother Chris, I haven't changed my career. I'm very fortunate and blessed to like what I do. And
what do you do, Sister Cheryl?
Oh, nothing exciting, nothing exciting. But I manage a dental practice in a nice area here in London, several actually, which is, again, it's very nice. It may not be the most exciting job, but again, it's something that I find very rewarding. And
how would you say that managing a dental practice is rewarding?
I think naturally I might have a personality that is a bit managerial. That doesn't mean I'm great of everything. It just means that maybe I can look at a few things as a whole. And
from my perspective as your husband, I think that you're very managerial. You know, she's very good when it comes down to organizing our life as the Boados. And she's very organized when it comes down to the year, what we're going to do. So I just, for me, I'm being honest, I'm very blasé. I look at every day as it comes. And, you know, I generally don't look too far ahead. What Sister Cheryl said, I have a good time every day as much as I can. For those who know what I do, I'm a health and fitness professional. I run a martial arts academy. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. And I like to eat lovely, good food. So I know a little bit about nutrition when it comes down to performance and training, you see. So I try and combine it all. And I'm very blessed to work with some very, very amazing individuals, from 5-year-olds up until my oldest client is 70, and she's still very, very strong. So I'd like to say I look after and change the lives of many people so that it's more beneficial and it's fun for them as well, right? But yeah, Sister Cheryl, sure. she organizes everything, and
I think it's in my personality to try and organize things, and it's nice that your personality is the opposite, because they say that sometimes that might work together.
Attract, right?
But how about to our listeners and viewers who maybe are thinking of changing their career, Brother Chris? What do we think? I mean, you like what you do right now. I like what I do right now. Maybe next year we might change our mind. But for those of us who maybe are at that point right now,
mm-hmm.
What do we suggest, or what do we think about those? Is it ever too late to change careers?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd like to say no, it isn't, because again, just talking from a personal perspective, I get asked this question a lot as a coach, and I think that if you don't have job satisfaction, that will be a negative sort of experience for you in your own personal life. And if it's a negative situation or a negative occupation, it's not going to bring you joy, you see. So you have to be honest with yourself when it comes down to it. Obviously, try it if you've never done it before. You might be a young adult who are moving into like the professional aspect of your job. So you've got time. For those older adults who've been in that position for a long while, I'd say just be honest with yourself, because I look at it from a stress perspective. You see, so if you're not happy with your workplace, your job, your occupation, your place of work, and it's a negative type of energy, I'd like to say I'm good with energy, right? And if it's a negative energy and you're constantly going into that workplace where it isn't bringing you joy and some form of satisfaction, and you're stressed or you're anxious, or it just, say for example, the end of the spectrum would be it angers you to go to work, then it's sapping your energy. And then if it's sapping your energy and you're not being able to perform properly at work, you're going to bring all of that stress home with you, you see.
So ideally, if one gets stuck or has been doing a certain career for a very long time, but they may be interested in something else, are we suggesting that it's never too late to change careers?
Yes, that's what I'm suggesting. But obviously, don't leave your job without finding a job.
But then I guess this goes to our next point. To change career, we have to learn something new.
100%. And this is when it comes down to individuals' personal growth, because we mustn't have like a closed mindset. Okay, we should have like an open mindset for self-growth, because we are capable of achieving great things, but it comes with learning something new, being rubbish in the beginning, but putting the work in so that later on your future self will thank you for it. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's always just so scary
to
take that step.
It is.
I think one, to realize that you're not getting job satisfaction, or that you think that you're too old to learn something new, or maybe we're not as fast as learning like some of the other young people might be. You know, people can pick things up quite quickly, but at a certain age, I think natural fear kind of kicks in, like, oh, I'm too old to pick something, you know, to learn something new. But I think for me, as a, you know, personally, and I'm please let us know to again, our listeners and viewers, if you are experiencing something different or something similar, or any tips and advice that you could share to those who are listening to today's topic. But how do you kind of take yourself out from the fear of learning something new, trying something new? Of course, we should always pray.
100%. That's what I was just going to lead up to, because we have so many things to be thankful for, and whatever happens in our life, it is because God has given us that opportunity to experience that. And if it is a challenge, it brings us closer to God. As members of church, it's our duty, right, to make sure that we have a devotional prayer. So, for example, when you're looking at a career change, or you're feeling anxious in your career, right? We are always taught as members to put God first, right? To trust God and to what He wants us to do and to experience. And if we don't have the capability or the skill set right now in this position where we're looking at possibly changing our career, He's given you that desire to want to change and to communicate and to pray to Him so that He can give you everything that you need so that you can succeed. Yes, it's going to be a challenge. Yes, it's going to be nervous and scary in the beginning. However, if you have your devotional prayer and believe in it wholeheartedly, He will grant that prayer to you. And I am a firm believer in that because of what I've experienced when it comes down to my career and everything like this. I've had my fair share of challenges. I almost lost the business. You know, it was at that point where, do I give up or do I do something different? And then I decided, from my experience, to go all in, and it seems to be working. And, you know, even still, as a business owner, I still have my fair share. I talk to you often about it, and Sister Cheryl advises me. And more often than not, as a couple, we always pray together as a couple and as a family, because the decisions that I make ultimately will affect the decision of the family, and not the decision of the family, but the outcome of the family. And I'm the head of the household, so I have to provide for Sister Cheryl, right? And my kids as well. So when it comes down to it, I entrust my life unto God, and as members of church, we also have to do the same. You see, so whether or not you're an adult or whether or not you're a student, you see, you're always capable of doing something new, and you should never underestimate or doubt the power of prayer when it comes down to it, because God will give you everything that you need. You just have to trust and put your utmost faith in what He can do. Right? He's always there for you.
That's right, Brother Chris. So we now know the seriousness of growth and the planning ahead of the year ahead, 2025 in particular. But how about, for example, like new skills? Maybe some of us don't know how to drive. In the UK, it's not very common, like it is in America, to automatically know how to drive because our streets are a lot smaller, our country is a lot smaller. So the need or the necessity of car isn't the same as it would be in America. So it could be skills like learning how to drive, maybe getting your license this year, maybe learning how to make something with your hands, be it clothes, say knitting, just things that you could do with your hand, maybe learning something new, for example, learning more IT stuff. Again, if you're from a certain generation like myself, you may not be great at technology. So that's what I would like to kind of, when regards to skills, I'd like to maybe enhance my technological, is that a word?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
We can include that.
So I'd like
maybe we can learn a little bit more enunciation and pronunciation in English.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's what I need. I need to know how, and my grammar sometimes is atrocious.
There you go.
So
atrocious.
So
atrocious.
Yes, and I need to but I need to use the correct words. So that actually, forget learning how to do more technology stuff. I need to brush up on my English GCSEs. It was a very long time ago. I did get my English lit and English lang, but it was a long time ago.
What did you get?
I got a pass.
Okay.
Not pass. Not just I made it, but
okay.
I got it.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, and then when it comes down to personal growth and skill set, and this comes with having an open mind and the growth mindset. Can't have a closed mindset and a limited mindset when it comes down to it. So like what Sister Cheryl spoke about and mentioned, we live in a technological age, The movement of technology is so rapid.
Fast.
I mean, nowadays we're talking about artificial intelligence. You see,
yes, it's going too fast for us. But
yes.
Our children, the younger generation, they're able to pick these up a bit more. So maybe
because this is their era, isn't it?
That's right.
You see,
so it's very difficult for them not to know, because otherwise you have this fear of being left behind, really. So if you are listening to our show right now and perhaps like me, you're not great at technology.
And me.
Maybe that's something that we can all learn together in 2025. Now, there's the other aspect of looking into the year ahead, and there's the kind of the financial aspect or the savings aspect, which nobody really likes to talk about, Brother Chris.
Yeah. Well,
so we don't like it either. So maybe we won't cover that today.
Well, but this is your forte. You see,
I think everybody can do it.
Yeah.
Online you can there's a lot of self help tips with regards to how to budget your money, maybe how not to have the kind of current trending of FOMO. Do we know what that means? Fear of missing out. I think that's what the young people use today, and that could be
well done. Well done.
Not that old.
Come on.
That I think that goes under a lot of things. So right now we're talking about FOMO, fear of missing out on things that are material. So maybe the young people today, or even us, we get influenced, especially there are YouTubers, influencers, that's why they're called influencers, and or shopping channels that can
Sister Cheryl knows a lot about that.
Not shopping channels, but maybe influencers. It's nice to see what's out there, but at the same time, you've got to really be disciplined when it comes to preventing yourself from being influenced too much to overspend in anything. So whether your vice might be just renting movies out, having subscriptions of books, of literature, magazines, newspapers. So that, again, anything excessive when it comes to kind of where your money is leaving your account without you even really monitoring it.
Designer bags.
So yes, maybe shoes or maybe not. Whatever that you're into, to our listeners and viewers, whatever you're into, just be careful. There are a lot of self-help tips with regards to budgeting. So I think we can all learn something from that.
But first, we have to make sure that we do our duty as members once again of setting aside just a portion that is in relation to what we earn, and it has to come from the heart, right? So we mustn't neglect that. You see, so that has to come when it comes down to saving and the financial planning in the year ahead. You see, we need to make sure that we mustn't neglect the importance of that. And as adults as well, we all have bills to pay, isn't it?
We do.
We all have bills to pay.
Can just kind of pile up, and sometimes it gets a bit too much. But hopefully, we can all budget well enough that we're able to also enjoy our hard work and our hard earnings. So that's maybe something that we can all look at in 2025, Brother Chris.
Yeah,
but,
and when it comes down to it, you might be saving for something specific, you see. So going back to what we mentioned before we actually started this topic, 2025 is fast approaching. What are your plans for 2025? Do you have a big trip in that year, you see?
Because at the moment it's so expensive to go anywhere. I mean, it's expensive to eat out, not just here in the UK or not just in London. It's expensive almost to have a good time. So I suppose what we could look into, looking at the year ahead, is how to enjoy family time, husband and wives, or girlfriend and boyfriends, or friends, without having to spend too much money. So I guess when it comes to the topic of preparing for the year ahead, we can look at maybe budget holidays. So without the frills, is that right? So there's those, and there's deals again everywhere you can go. So I guess it saves or it leaves you in good stead if you prepare.
But this is it. If you fail to prepare to fail, isn't it?
Oh,
right.
Ooh.
And
yes.
I think as members, we have to also utilize the network within church, because we have professional individuals from all different areas of life. From, like, we'll talk about Sister Cheryl. Exactly. Sister Cheryl's in management. She manages a dental practice. I'm in health and fitness and nutrition and martial arts and self-defense. You see, some other people are in the medical field. Some other people are in the financial sector, whether you're in stockbroking or in banking or some form of finance. Some other people are in law. Some other people are in, say, mechanics. I think, what was that? There's a lot of people who are chefs.
Service industry.
Yeah, was it INC Live, where we had all of those different professions, from mechanics to
yes, it was a CFO day that we had this year, for those who are not in our district, where we are able to teach others, I suppose, certain skills, and these are professionals who are able to talk to us and give us the correct advice, or at least point us in the right direction of where to get knowledge from.
And that's what was nice, because there were so many different booths from professionals from all the different professional jobs and areas. And it was more so for the young people as well. You see, those who might still be in education, a bit like Brother Josh, who's finishing his GCSEs, but even those who are finishing university and who wanted to find out a little bit more about a specific career path. I know I did a little presentation when it came down to health and fitness, personal training, coaching, life coaching, nutrition. There was a few members of church who were in the Kadiwa, and they were studying sports and exercise science in university, because I opened up with an introduction about that. And that's what I studied in university. I did sports and exercise science with sports psychology, and then I got qualified as a nutritionist and NLP practitioner, which is neurolinguistic programming. And now I'm in a position that I'm in right now. And even talking to Brother Josh about that, because back in the day, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, you see. So when it came down to the personal growth, I went back to university as a mature student. And then now I'm using what I studied in my career. And it was really, really nice because I spoke to a few of the younger brethren who were in their second year of university, and they heard me, and they came to my little seminar, which is great. And then I gave them my own personal experience and how I got into the position that I'm in now. And I even spoke to a couple of their parents at the same time and told them that there is a career that you can use when you're studying sports and exercise science in university. And even with Brother Josh, isn't it? We were talking about it recently because he actually wants to do physiotherapy. And especially nowadays with the likes of athletes, there's so many different directions that you can go when it comes down to sport. So you also have to save up, if we're looking back at this and we're talking about a career path. Maybe you're in a position where you've saved up enough money and you want to use that money to further your education and go back to university. I think that is a very, very good idea for you to do. And especially because it helps develop your mind, and then the personal growth is going to come, and that's an investment at the end of the day, isn't it? Because you're investing in yourself. So even if you're traveling, it's an investment because you're able to experience different cultures and see different areas of the world, right? Meet different brethren and, experience the worship service in all of these different countries, because church is everywhere now, isn't it? All praise be to God. And it's so nice when, as a family, we go and we travel, isn't it? And we link up and meet the brethren from different countries. And, you experience the love of the brotherhood over there, and, you see the beautiful houses of worship, and how far the church has come, you see. So it's always nice. So career goals, learning, studying something new.
Yeah.
For those who are watching, type in the comment section below, and let's see what you're up to in preparation for 2025. What's your goals?
And where are you going?
Yeah, where are you traveling to? Okay, what if you're a student? What are you studying? What's your plan for the future? Where's your studies going to take you? Do you have an idea of what career path you want to move into after you finish your studies?
And if you're saving money, what are you going to buy?
Where are you going to travel to?
What are you going to buy?
For me, because there's a load of students who come to my club and they ask me, what should I do? And they're in different positions in life. So I firmly think and believe that if you're able to travel, go and travel. You see, because that's what's going to give you even more life experience, which will help you develop as an individual. And you can take all of those experiences and all of those different cultures that you're able to experience with different people, and then bring them back so that when you do start and decide to go into full-time work, it will only benefit you because of the different skills and characteristics that you're going to be able to develop from an individual. So let us know in the comment section below, what are your career goals? What are your learning goals? What are you studying? Be specific. Let us know. Where are you traveling to? What's your plans when it comes down to 2025? What countries would you like to visit?
What are you preparing for?
Yeah, what are you saving up for? Are you buying a house? Are you buying something?
Are you buying a bag?
Are you buying a bag? Are you buying a car?
It doesn't have to be anything big.
You see? Yeah, even if it's something small, you see?
As long as there's preparation that comes with it.
I'm a foodie. What restaurant would you like to go to? You see?
Or what do you want to learn how to cook?
Yeah, exactly right. And then just from a personal growth perspective, how are you going to develop and make yourself even better in 2025? Because you have to try it. You have to try and be better than you were in 2024.
And what we'll do, brethren, is that next year, this time in 2025, we are going to go through whether or not Brother Chris was able to do everything that he prepared for, and what we're going to be looking forward to for 2026. But for now, Brother Chris, what should we have?
We are going to have a little station break, so don't go too far, and we'll be right back. Don't forget to comment down below.
life is troubled, burdened with adversity, but with you by my side, in your care I find peace of mind. I will follow you, Lord, with full faith. Your power raises me. I will follow you, Lord, with full faith. Please guide me unto victory. Older in your care, I
Welcome back. Welcome back, Sister Cheryl.
Welcome back to our listeners and viewers. Today is Sunday, the 15th of December, and you are listening to INCRadio United Kingdom. And the local time is 4:45 p.m. So that video that you just watched, that original music video, was live from the INC Europe 50th, which Brother Chris and I were talking about it behind the scenes, saying how we remember that. But without going into that too much, because Brother Chris has left us with no time at all in today's show.
Why are you blaming me?
The topic was so good.
She's
guys,
always talking.
The topic was so good that Brother Chris went through everything on how to prepare for the following year ahead. And we do have some suggestions from our listeners and viewers here on YouTube, which we will
That's what happens all the time. She always blames me for everything. Look.
Yes, but I have to manage the time as well. Guys, as we mentioned in the beginning, I have to manage things because I'm better at it than he is. But going to the next part of our show before we run out of time is the district and local spotlight. So what is our spotlight today?
It is the food donation that recently happened in the local congregation, the mother locale of Battersea. So we had a food donation where the brethren were able to, out of love, donate to help those in need. And shout out to all the brethren in the local congregation of Battersea, because they rallied up together, and then we were able to donate a significant amount of food to another charity, Angie's Angels. So it's just a local charity. In preparation for that, we had a devotional prayer when it came down to that, and then I got in contact with Angie's Angels. It's a charity that I knew, and we invited them to actually come down and attend the worship service. It was the second time that we've actually helped out this charity, and they were very, very thankful that we remembered them again for the second time, and especially towards the end of the year. So they work alongside families in need, and they were able to attend the worship service. It was Chloe's sister who came down, and she spoke to me afterwards and mentioned just how spiritual the experience was for her to attend the worship service. And again, it was something that she'd never experienced before. She's been to various different places, but she definitely felt the warmth of the local congregation of Battersea, and was very complimentary of attending the worship service. Then afterwards, we were able to document the whole process and take a few pictures, and she was able to receive the food donations, which she was able to bring back for the charity. So
Brother Chris, this food donation, I know it doesn't just happen in the local congregation of Battersea. I believe it happens all over the district. If you are looking at us now in YouTube, you can probably see the video now, and this happened in the function hall of the local congregation of Battersea, and we have a variety, or the people are really helping. So we've got the booklet there, which are all the mature people, to the young strappy lads that's helping us carry the food. But again, these activities doesn't just happen. It's not isolated in the local congregation of Battersea, but everywhere in our district, locales are able to hold food donation activities such as these. And sometimes it's not just food, but I believe we have a clothing
winter clothing
drive that's happening shortly, so stay tuned and watch over the next couple of weeks and see the pictures from there. But from the videos there, you can see again it's the same as, we pack the quantities that the brethren donate, and then we contact a local charity. This particular charity that Brother Chris mentioned, they specialize in really providing for local families in the area. So if you live in the area and your family perhaps needs assistance with a few things over this winter time, whether it's warm food or things to stock your cupboards in, you can certainly go and ask for aid there, and they will have some to to be able to. Most charities need people like who can donate certain things, so the things that they need. So it's very good that activities like these are happening all over our district. In fact, not just the district of Britain South, but because we know that INCRadio United Kingdom consists of 3 districts, Brother Chris. Which districts are those?
Britain South, Britain North, and
Ireland.
There you
So
go.
shout out to our brethren from our sister districts, which is Britain North and Ireland. So for that, Brother Chris, with regards to our spotlight, again, make sure that you watch INCRadio every week when it comes to, if you want to stay tuned and see and keep up to date with all the activities that are happening in and out of your district. For the time being, shall we go through some of the messages that we received?
yeah, let's.
Okay.
So keep them coming, and then there's already a lot of messages that have been mentioned down below when it comes down to the goals for 2025.
So we had Sister Christina Hebrew. Hello to our sisters there, Brother Seth Hebrew and Sister Christina Hebrew, who tirelessly watch INCRadio United Kingdom every Sunday. And of course, shout out to their local congregation of Heathrow, because they too have been giving us so much support. In particular, we mentioned earlier Brother Michael Bautista, and we had Brother Vernon Cunanan. Hello, Brother Vernon. And hello to Auntie, his wife. And then, of course, we have Brother Paul Barnett from Eastbourne. Hello, Brother Paul. We hope to see you again very soon, and I hope that you and Sister Anne are keeping well. We also want to say hello to Sister Gemma Salas, but in the meantime, I'm sorry, brethren, going back to that, but Sister Christina Hebrew, she did say what her goals are for 2025, if we can find it, is to stay fit, to eat healthy, and to keep hydrated. I think those goals are extremely
and to exercise. For me personally, everybody knows that I'm a coach. If you're healthy and strong, you'll be capable of doing many things. So let's not neglect our health for 2025, brethren. Stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy, look after your nutrition. And then,
especially in the cold.
Yes,
you know, we mention every year.
We're in the winter season right now, so let's eat well. Let's top up.
Make sure you're getting your flu jabs. If your GP writes to you and reminds you that you should have a flu jab, then you probably should. Because a few years ago, I know that I ignored it, and then very sadly, I came down with the flu. And can I just say, having a cold and having a flu is extremely different. When people say, how was your weekend? Oh, I had a terrible weekend because I had the flu. That's not true. You had the cold. Because if you had the flu, that means for like 4, 5, 6, 7 days, you are in bed, dehydrating, kind of like, you're unable to move. Because I've had it twice. So I know. So when somebody asks you, how was your weekend? You can't say you had the flu.
Was this recently?
Clearly.
Did you have it recently?
You're up on a Monday morning. So it wasn't a flu.
Was it recently?
It was a cold. No, it was a couple of years ago. And that's because I didn't have the flu jab. So have your flu jab. Make sure you keep safe. Make sure you protect yourself from the bugs that's going around.
That, and just keep it simple. Just eat healthy, be strong, hydrate, sleep, exercise, weight train.
Yes. So thank you to Sister Christina Hebrew for sharing with us your what you're preparing for 2025. But Brother Chris, shall we do our outro?
Outro. Okay. Yes. As always, first, before we move into the official outro, we'd like to thank our beloved Executive Minister for his continual guidance and inspiration, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much, Bob. And our Christian Family Organization Overseer, Brother Angelo Manalo. Thank you so much for giving us this platform and for allowing us to have this show on INCRadio United Kingdom.
So hopefully none of you have had enough of us. Me in particular.
I think Sister
tried
Cheryl
to
should have her own show because
I think Brother Chris does a very good job.
she's very good. She's very good at talking and pronouncing everything and discussing specific topics and managing me as well as everything else. She's also a very, very dedicated choir leader. And I know recently her and the choir members over in Battersea have been practicing very, very hard, as always, under her guidance and yes, her leadership. No?
The shout out to all the choir members, not just from the local congregation of Battersea, but throughout the district and indeed throughout the rest of the world who are diligently performing their duties, and not just the choir members, but everybody who has an office to perform. The year is coming. The end of year is coming. We know what that means. It means that, praise be to God, that we are all still here. It may be that INCRadio United Kingdom might look a little bit different in 2025. I don't know. You
might just be the Sister Cheryl Lad Bravado show on INCRadio United Kingdom.
No, it won't be. But please continue to stay tuned for INCRadio United Kingdom. Thank you to everybody who is always watching. I hope actually that we can see more of you. So if you don't want to just be a viewer, if you don't want to just be a listener, and you're in our district, make sure you come and you join us, and that you too could have this pleasure of being live, of being nervous that you're going to say something wrong. Nope, I'm sure that you will be great, just as Brother Chris here. But hopefully you continue to watch us in 2026. I know
2025.
Oh goodness, see, I'm ahead. I'm already ahead. Please continue to watch.
She's already planning. I'm
that good at managing. But please, I promise you that 2025 will look very different for INCRadio. We are extremely excited about it, and hopefully that this also means that we will see many more different hosts and different guests joining our show. And if there is something that you in particularly like to discuss, let us know. Make sure that you are always commenting on our live shows, on our live feeds, and better still, you can probably speak to us direct.
Or be a guest, sit next to you, the Sister Cheryl or myself on INCRadio. And we'd love to have more guests on the show, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not always me. Well, it's not always me, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It's me when we're busy.
So brethren, just as for 2025, we will be calling more guests to come and join us and broadcast live to the world, right? And you can give us your insight to your own personal experiences for your own personal growth in 2025.
Yes, I like what he did there. He added the topic into the outro. I like it.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm good.
2025. That's what we're going to look forward to.
That's it.
Your personal growth.
Okay, so as always, thank you so much for joining us on today's show. One more time, please tune in on next week's show, which will be the 22nd of December. As we draw near towards the end of the year, we're going to have a look back and discuss again the topics of personal growth in preparation. So keep on watching and listening to INCRadio via the live audio and video streaming at iglesianicristo.net/INCRadio. And you can also listen to the audio streaming through your mobile phones by downloading the INCRadio application. If you haven't already done so, it's quite simple. Go to the App Store, choose the app, download it, and then it'll be so easy. Or via the YouTube channel. And if you want to watch any of the previous shows, just type in search INCRadio United Kingdom and click on any of the dates that I've previously shown. Or click on Live Now and you'll see Sister Cheryl and myself. And then don't forget to visit the INC News and Updates on the various different social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, regarding not just the activities here in the Ecclesiastical District of Britain South, but what's happening all around the world. And then CFO News, 9 o'clock every day, UK time. Watch it. That's it, so thank you, Sister Cheryl, for exposing me. And Thank you so much to everybody who joined in today. Join us next week. We'll see you soon.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.